Okay, on a cold day, there's nothing more comforting than a nice lamb stew. There should be a question actually. Is there something more comforting than a nice lamb stew on a cold, are we in winter now? Winter's day. Our ingredients, basic stuff. Pieces of lamb, the trio of flavor, celery, onion, carrot. Now, got a bit of bay leaf in there, for good measure. Salt, pepper, potatoes and carrot, cut chunk style. You know, want that nice chunky veg, and maybe a tablespoon of wine. And that's it. Probably the hardest thing about this is the wait time, because it's a couple of hours of stewing, and man, the smell that fills the house, oh, that's so hard to smell it and not eat it. So let's do this. Meat, salt, pepper. I'm gonna brown off, I'm not gonna brown off all of this, but just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Get some brown flavoring at the bottom of the pan. If we had time, I'll brown all the meat, but nah. Just gonna do almost half of this batch of meat. Cool. Mix it in. And we're gonna brown it off in batches. Can't throw this whole thing in straight away. I'll let it fry. Fry in its goodness. Sorry, forgot to add, we're using a bit of oil here.
You don't use olive oil.
Nah, that's the goal. We just need a little fry off here. And just a touch. The meats are so fatty, we only need a little just to cover the bottom. Just a thin layer, and it'll brown faster. Okay, so here we go with our meats. Cool. Okay, a lot of the fat will render off as we're cooking. We're just going to skim that out when we start the stewing process. But yeah, all meat flavor. So good. Okay, that's about half the meat browned. So all this stuff at the bottom that is left, I want to release all that. That's all yummy flavor. Okay? So to do that, I'm using the trio of flavor, carrot, onion, celery, bit of bay leaf. That should release some of it, but we'll also use the wine to get it off. Yes, these are common ingredients. Onion, carrot, and celery.
No waste, no waste.
Right, you can see the flavors coming off the bottom of the pan. Beauty, that's what we want. See how it's all come off? That's gonna go into our stew. It's almost cleaned the pan. Yumbers. Okay, in with our meat. Raw ones first. Half the meat that I browned earlier. That's going in. Yep. Cover with water.
Cold water?
Yep. Well, watch your hand then. We're gonna cook this with the lid off. Okay, I thought I'd just freestyle something right now to add more flavor. This is what I use for my soups that I make at home. I'm just gonna put this in while the lamb's going to cook off and get tender. So if you get this stuff, oh man, it's so flavorful. Put a tablespoon of this into your stew, man, it should be nice. But we'll let you know at the end. One thing to do while this is cooking is try and skim off all the fat you can from the top. Otherwise, man, it's too much, especially lamb. So yeah, here we go. Heaps. But yeah, whatever you render out, you won't get all of it, but that's okay. We'll leave flavor. And a little, it's not too bad.
You can get. So look.
Look at that.
Okay, as a side for our lamb stew, I've got this bread which is going on to day 2 now. It's not bad, but it's not fresh. But we're gonna breathe some new life into this, and it's gonna be a lovely side to have with our stew. We're gonna bring it back up with some lovely olive oil here. It's not a waste of olive oil. It's just gonna help bring that dollar bread, put some lovely flavor and taste into it. So over here we've got some about 1.5 bulbs of garlic and a bunch of coriander stalk and root bashed up, and some salt, a pinch of salt in there. Just gonna add some olive oil, and that's gonna be our filler for these toasts. These toasts are gonna be quite dry, but do it on purpose because the dry toast is just gonna be lovely to scoop up that lamb stew. Especially when you clean the plate, a nice piece of toast like this. Oh man, best. Beautiful.
Excuse me, fish.
That's it. About a tablespoon of this per toasty. Cut them chunky. That'll naturally thicken up our stew. We should be done in about 20 minutes. Put the lid on it. That's us.
I like it.
All right, everyone's had their stew, and I saved myself for last so I can take the time and take you through this. So here it is. Lamb stew all done. Aesthetically, but the taste, man, I tell you, so delicious and comforting. Perfect for a day like this. So I'm about to get into it. I know it tastes good. I'll just take a little sip for you guys.
Okay.
Beautiful. Perfect. Now, I use lamb offcuts because they're cheap right now. Good meat on them. Beautiful. Dip here. Oh man. Yeah. So nice. Oh, you want some more fish in?
It's your dad again?
Want some more? What was that?
You don't like it, fishing?
Nay.
An hors d'oeuvre. A winter hors d'oeuvre. Make it even warmer. Go in with some hot oil. Now my one's almost done, but I'll link the recipe in description box below. Oh, yeah. Let's go in with that. Oh man. Oh man. Much better. Ooh. So important to skim that fat. If you don't, it can taste really greasy. Thank you to all the eaters out there, all the new viewers that are coming through. We'll see you next time, Tofar from the Toffers.